the more his spite appears. What? No!
No, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
What, did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my mother's door have, upon entreaty, at present alms. If not elsewhere, they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should, entreat am starved for meat. Giddy for lack of sleep, with oath kept waking, and with brawling fed. Which spites me more than all these wants. He does it under name of perfect love. As if who should say that I should eat or sleep toward one's deadly sickness or else present death. I prithee, go and get me some repast. I care not what it is, so long as it be wholesome food.
How say you to fat tripe finely boiled?
I like it well, good Grumio, fetch it me.
I cannot. I fear it is garlic. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish that I do love to feed upon.
So hot a little.
Then the beef and let the mustard rest.
I will not. You shall have the mustard, or you get no beef of Grumio.
Then one, or both, or anything thou wilt.
Why then the mustard without the beef?
Go, fool! That feasts me with the very name of meat. Sorrow on thee and the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery.
How fares my cage? What? Sweeting all the more?
Oh, mistress, what
Face
cheer!
as cold as can be.
Pluck up thy spirits. Look cheerfully upon me. Here, honey love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. I'm sure, sweet Kate, this kindness merits thanks. What? Not a word? Nay, then thou lovest it not. And all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, take away this dish.
I pray you let it stand.
The poorest service is repaid with thanks, and so shall mine, before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Kate, eat a pain. And now, my honey love, we will return unto thy mothers, and revel it as bravely as the best, with silken coats, and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs and fartingales and things. What, hast thou done? No. The tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. You'll have bad times and you'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him two arms to cling to, and something will
business with you, sir?
Here is a cap, your worship, did we speak?
Why, this was molded on a porringer. A velvet dish. Fie, 'tis lewd and filthy. 'Tis a cockle or a walnut shell, a knack, a toy, a trick, a baby's cap. Away with it. Come, let me have a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This doth fit the time, and gentlewomen wear such caps as these.
When you are gentle, you shall have one too, and not till then.
Why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak, and speak I will. Your betters have endured me say my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free even to the uttermost, as I please in words.
Why, thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap, a custard cup and a bauble, a silken pie. I love thee well, and that thou likest it not.
Love me or love me not. I like the cap, and it I will have, or I will have none.
Thy gown, why aye, tailor, come, let us see it. Oh, mercy God. What masking stuff is this? What's this? Why, a sleeve! 'Tis like a demi-cannon. What, up and down carved like an apple tart? Here's a slit, and slash and slash, like to a censer at a barber shop. Why, what a devil's name, tailor, callest thou this?
She's like to have neither cap nor gown.
You bid me make it orderly and well, according to the fashion and the time.
Marry, and did. But if you be remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Oh, none of it. Hence, make your best of it.
I never saw a better fashioned gown. More quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Why, true. He means to make a puppet of thee.
She says your worship means to make a puppet of her.
Oh! Oh! Monstrous arrogance! Thou liest! Thou thread! Thou thimble! Thou yard! Three-quarter! Half! Quarter! Nail! Away, thou rag! Thou remnant! Thou quantity! I tell thee, that thou hast marred her gown.
Your worship is deceived. The gown is made just as my master had direction.
I gave him no order. I gave him the stuff.
Here is the note of the fashion to testify.
The note lies in its throat if he say I said so.
Imprimis, a loose-bodied gown.
Master, if ever I said loose-bodied gown, then sew me in the skirts, but then beat me to death with a bottom of brown thread. I said gown.
With a small compassed cape.
I confess the cape.
With a trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
Aye! There's the villainy!
Error in the bill, error in the bill.
Well, sir, in brief, the gown is not for me.
You're right. Just for my mistress.
Grumio, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. Go, take it hence, be gone, and say no more. Well, come, my Kate. We will unto your mothers, even in these honest, mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor, for 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. And as the sun breaks through the darkest cloud, so honor peereth in the meanest habit. What, is the jay more precious than the lark, because his feathers are more beautiful? Is the adder better than the eel, because his painted skin contents the eye? Oh, no, good Kate. Neither art thou the worse for this poor furniture and mean array. If thou accountest it shame, lay it on me. And therefore, frolic, we will henceforth with to feast and sport us at thy mother's house. Let's see. I think 'tis now some 7 o'clock, and we may come there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere you come there.
It shall be 7 ere I go to horse. Look what I speak or do or think to do. You are still crossing it. Sirs, let it alone. I will not go today, and ere I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is.
I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed. In these past few days, when I see myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this, what to say, how to move him. He's a man, he's just a man. And I've heard so many men before, in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak aloud? Let my feelings out? I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny? I should be this position. I'm the one who's always been so calm and cool. No lover's fool, running every show. He scares me so. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak all aloud? Let my feelings out? I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Yet if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened, I couldn't go, just couldn't go. I'd turn my head, I'd back away, I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. I want him so. I love him so.
Madam, this is the house. Please it you that I call.
Signorina Baptista may remember me nearly 20 years ago in Genoa when we were lodgers in the Pegasus. Oh, no,
Tis well, and hold your own with such austerity as belongeth to a mother. Signora Baptista, you are happily met. Madam, this is the gentlewoman I told you of. I pray stand good mother to me now.
To settle in some debts, my son, Lucentio, made me acquainted with the weighty cause of love he beareth to your daughter, and she to him. And for the good rapport I hear of you, and for he to her, and for she to him, and she to not stay too long, I am content in a good mother's care to have them matched. And if it please to like, me shall you find ready and willing upon some agreement. For curious I cannot be with you, Signorina Bautista, of whom I hear so well.
Madam, pardon me in what I have to say, but your plainness and shortness please me well. Right true it is your son Lucentio here doth love my daughter, and she loveth him. If not, they both dissemble deeply their affection. And therefore, if thou hast nothing more to say, then be like a father and deal with him to supply my daughter a sufficient dowry. The match is made and all is done. Your son shall have my daughter with consent.
Oh, where then do you know best, and we be afide with such assurance taken, as shall with either parts agreement stand?
And not in my house, Lucentio.
Ah, then at my lodging, and there like you doth my mother lie, and there this night will pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by your servant here. My boy shall fetch the scrivener presently.
It likes me well, Biandel. Hie you home, and tell Bianca, bid ready straight. If thou canst, tell her what hath happened here. That Lucentio's mother hath arrived in Padua, and how she is like to be Lucentio's wife.
Signora Baptista, shall I lead the way?
I follow you.
Oh.
Cambio, what sayest thou, Biandello? The old priest at St. Luke's Church is at your command at all hours. Get you to the church. Take the priest. Clerk. Some sufficient honest witnesses. And get thee to the church. I cannot tarry. I bid you adieu. Woo! Come on, in God's name, once more toward our mothers. Oh! Good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon!
The moon? The sun. It is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon, or star, or what I list, or ere I journey to your mother's house. Go on, fetch the horses back again. Evermore cross and cross, nothing but cross.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it moon or sun, or what you listed, if you wish to call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay, then thou liest, it is the blessed sun.
Then God be blessed. It is the blessed sun! But sun it is not when you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind. But you will have it named, even that it is. Henceforth I vow it shall be so for Catherine.
Petruchio, go thy ways, the battle is won!
Well, forward! But soft, company is coming here. How now, gentle mistress? Where away? Tell me, Kate, and tell me truly too, hast thou beheld a fresher gentlewoman? Such war of white and red within her cheeks. What stars do spangle heaven with such beauty, as those two eyes become that heavenly face? Fair lovely maid, once more, good day to thee. Sweet Kate. Embrace her for her beauty's sake.
Young, budding virgin, fair and fresh and sweet, whither away or where is thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child, happier the man whom favorable stars allot thee for his lovely bedfellow.
Why, how now, Kate? I hope thou art not mad. This is a man, old, wrinkled, faded, and withered, and not a maiden as thou sayest he is.
Pardon, old father, for my mistaking eyes. that have been so bedazzled with... Son,
Yeah.
son, that everything I look on seemeth green. Now I perceive thou art a reverend father. Pardon, I pray thee, for my mad mistaking.
Do, good old grandsire, and whither make known which way thou travellest. If along with us, we shall be joyful of thy company.
Fair sir, and you, my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amazed me. My name is called Lady Vincentia, my dwelling Pisa, and bound I am to Padua, there to visit a son of mine, which long I have not seen.
What is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Happily we met, and happier for thy son. Oh, let me embrace with old Vincentia, and wander we to see thy honest son.
But is it true? Or else do you take pleasure, like pleasant travelers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
I do assure thee, mother, so it is.
Come and see the truth hereof, for our first jest hath made thee jealous.
David? Oh.
No!
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, no, no, no!
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, no, no, no!
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no!
Yes. Softly and swiftly, sir, for the priest is ready. I fly, Biondello. But they may chance to need thee at home, therefore leave us.
I marvel. Cameo comes not all this while. Sir, here's the door. This is Lucentio's house. My mother bears more toward the marketplace. Thither must I, and here I leave you, madam.
You shall not choose for drink before you go. I think I shall command you welcome here, and by all likelihood some cheer is toward.
They're busy within. You are best knock louder.
What's she that knocks as though she would beat down the gate?
Is Senor Lucentio within, madam?
Aye, ma'am, he is within, but not to be bothered withal.
What if a woman bring him 100 pound or two to make merry withal?
Keep your 100 pounds to yourself. He shall need none so long as I live.
Nay, I told you, your son was well beloved in Padua. Do you hear, sir? To leave frivolous circumstance, I pray you. Tell Signor Lucentio that his mother has come from Pisa, and is here at the door to speak with him.
Thou liest. His mother is here come from Pisa. I'm standing here outside the window.
Art thou his mother?
Aye, ma'am, so his father says, if I may believe him.
Why? How now, madam? This is flat knavery to take upon you another woman's name.
Ah, lay hands on the villain. I believe it means to cozen somebody under my countenance.
I've seen them in the church together. God send them good shipping. Ah! Who's here? Mine old Mistress Vincentia? Oh, now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, crackhead!
We may choose, madam.
Come hither, you rogue! What, have you forgot me?
Forgot you? No, ma'am. I cannot forget you. I never saw you before in all my life.
What? You villain! Didst thou never see thy master's mother, Lady Vincentia?
Mine old worshipful old mistress. Yes, Mary. See where she looks out the window.
Ah, is it so indeed?
Help! 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 Oh, here's a mad woman who'll murder me! Oh.
Help, son! Help, Signora Baptista!
Prithee, Kate, let's stand aside and see the end of this controversy.
Madam, what are you that offer to beat my servant?
What am I, sir? Nay, what are you, sir? Oh, my God, the immortal villain! Silken doublet, a velvet hose, a scarlet cloak, and son. While I play the good wife at home, my son and my servants spend all at the university.
How now? What's the matter?
What is the mad lunatic?
Madam, you seem a sober gentlewoman by report, but your words show you to be a madwoman. What cerns you if I were a pearl and gold? I thank my good mother I'm able to maintain it.
Your mother? Oh, villain. She is a dressmaker in Bergamo.
You mistake, sir, you mistake. Pray, what do you think is his name?
His name? As if I knew not his name. I have brought him up ever since he was 3 years old. His name is Tranio.
Away, not us. His name is Lucentio, and mine only son. And out of the land of me, Lady Lucentio.
Lucentio, he hath murdered his master. Lay hands on him, I charge you, in the Duke's name. Tell me, thou villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call forth an officer.
Ossifer!
Oh, we are spoiled. Yonder she is. Deny her, forswear her, or else we're all undone.
Pardon, sweet mother.
Lives my sweet son?
Pardon, dear mother. How hast thou offended? Where is Lucentio?
Here's Lucentio, right son unto the right Vincentia, that have by marriage made thy daughter mine, while counterfeit supposes cleared thine eye.
Here is packing, with a witness to deceive us all.
Where is that damn villain Tranio that faced and braved me this matter so?
Why is this not my Cambio? Cambio is changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio, while he did bear my countenance in the town. And now at last I am arrived unto the wished haven of my bliss. What Tranio did, I myself enforced him to. So pardon him, dear mother, for my sake.
Oh, but madam, do you hear your son has married my daughter without my goodwill?
Fear not, Baptista. We will content you. Go to. I will in to be revenged for this villainy.
And I to saw the depths of this knavery.
Fear not, Bianca. Thy mother will not frown.
Husband, let's follow to see the end of this ado.
First, kiss me, Kate. And we will.
What, in the midst of the street?
What, art thou ashamed of me?
No, sir, God forbid. But, ashamed to kiss.
Sirs, come on, let's go.
Nay, I will give thee a kiss. Pray, love, stay.
Is this not well? Come, my Kate. Better once than never, or never too late.
Bianca, bid my mother welcome, as I with self-same kindness welcome thine. And thou, Hortensio, and thy loving widow. Welcome, good Gremio. Petruchio, Sister Caterina, feast with the best and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Pray you, sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
How to afford this kindness, son Petruchio?
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction indeed. A little more bite, a little less spark, a little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart and maybe satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on.
And I can show you how to use it. Come along with me and put your mind at ease. A little less conversation, a little more action, please.
All this aggravation ain't satisfaction indeed. A little more bite, a little less spark, a little less bite, a little more spark. Put your mouth and open up your heart. Satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
God is kind.
For both thy sakes, I would that word were true.
Now for my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Then trust me not if I be afeared.
Oh, you are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeared of you.
He who is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied.
I pray you, tell me what you meant by that.
Thus I conceive by him.
Conceives by me. How likes Hortensio that?
As my widow says, and thus she does conceive her tale.
Very well mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you, mistress, tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right. I mean you.
And I am mean indeed. Respecting you!
Like screaming at these quick-witted fools.
Believe me, madam, they butt together well.
Head and butt. A hasty widow would say your head and butt were head and hind. Aye, Mistress Bride, hath thou awakened you? Aye, but not frightened me. I shall sleep again.
Nay, that you shall not. Since you have begun, I'll have at you for a bitter jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush and pursue me as you draw your bow. All are welcome.
She hath prevented me. Signor Tranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not, therefore a health to all that shot and missed.
Now by my sadness, son Petruchio, I fear that you have the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I think not. And therefore, for assurance, let each one send unto his wife. And he whose wife is most obedient to come at first when he doth send for her, shall win the wager which we will propose.
Content. What is the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns. I'll venture so much of my hawk or hound, but 20 times so much upon my wife.
100 then.
Content!
A match, 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Biondello, bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Now, son, I'll be your half Bianca cow.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
My mistress sends you word that she is busy and cannot come.
How? She is busy and cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, and a kind one too, sir. Thank God your wife sent you not a worse.
I hope a better.
Biondello! Go and entreat my wife come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her! Nay, then she must need come.
Do what you can. Yours will not be entreated. How now? Where is my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Worse and worse, she will not come. Oh, intolerable not to be endured. Sir Grumio, go to your mistress. Say I command her to come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The fouler fortune mine, and there an end.
Oh, no, by my holiday, mere comes, Katerina. What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go fetch them hither. If they deny to come, swinge me them soundly forth unto their husbands. Away, I say, and bring them hither straight.
Here is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
So it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Mary, peace it bodes, and love, and quiet life.
Now fair befall thee, son Petruchio. the wager thou hast won, and on to their losses, I will add 20,000 crowns. Another dowry for another daughter, for she has changed as she has never been.
See where she comes and brings your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Katerina, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with that bauble. Throw it underfoot.
Oh, Lord, let me never have cause to sigh, till I be brought to such a silly pass.
What foolish duty call you this?
I would your duty were as foolish too. Your wisdom, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Katerina, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, we shall have no telling.
Come on, I say. And first, begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall. First, begin with her.
Fie, fie. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meads. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the day in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such as the subject oweth to the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul, contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war when they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, come, you froward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason haply more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place thy hand beneath thy husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Why, there's a wench. Come on and kiss me, Kate.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation is satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun, a little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Now close your eyes and listen to the music, drink it to the summer breeze. It's a groovy night and I can show you how to use it. Come along, please, set your mind at ease. A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation is satisfaction in me.
A little more fight, a little less fight, a little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart.
Baby, satisfy me.
Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on.
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 Come on, come on. A little less conversation, a little more action, please.
All this aggravation makes satisfaction in me.
A little more fight, a little less fight, a little less fight, a little
conversation makes satisfaction in me.
A little more fight, a little less spark, a little less fight, a little more spark, put your mouth and open up your heart.
Maybe satisfy me.
A little less conversation. A little less conversation. A little less conversation.
Of Taming of the Shrew with Shakespeare Miami, Shakespeare in the Park. As this is our final performance, the cast would like to extend their gratitude and their thanks for two people who helped make this production possible in more ways than we can count. And that would be to our wonderful stage manager, Mario Xavier. And if we may have our director and leader out from behind the scenes, please. We would like to thank our wonderful director and producer of this project, Kathleen Stovall. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful evening.